This video is going to give you guys the #1 secret to acing an Oxbridge interview. My name's Straz, I'm a third year Cambridge medical student, and in this video I'm going to tell you guys what I think, as someone who has gotten into Cambridge and has friends who have all gotten into Cambridge, is the secret to acing your Oxbridge interviews. So what do I think the secret is? I think the secret really is thinking out loud and being responsive, being conversational, actually engaging with what the interviewer is telling you. See, the thing is, a lot of people in interviews, they get super nervous and they just freeze. The interviewer will ask them a question and they will just stay silent, and it's kind of just an interrogation. What you have to remember is the interview should feel like a conversation. You want to come across as if you're interested in the subject. So let's say I asked you, what's your favourite protein molecule? Instead of you just sitting there silently, just start talking about protein molecules and what you think your favourite ones are and why. So, for example, a good response would be, that's a really interesting question. Well, see, the thing is, there's such a wide array of protein molecules, but I think one of my favourite ones is XYZ, as opposed to just sitting there quietly like, maybe it's the APC complex, and then just not saying anything else, not really elaborating. So I think my main tip for you, if you guys have a Cambridge interview / Oxford interview, is to really try and be responsive, think out loud, and really show the interviewer that you're listening to them, that you're engaging with them, and that you're talking to them. You don't want it to feel like they're talking through you, you don't want it to feel like you're being interrogated, you just simply want it to flow like a nice, natural conversation about someone who loves the subject they're applying to. And I know this sounds cliche, and I know you've probably heard it before, but it's something that so many people genuinely forget to do. They will just freeze in the interview, they won't ask questions, they won't ask the interviewer to clarify parts of the question, and it just overall makes the interview quite a painful experience for everyone. So I think if you guys want to genuinely ace your mock Oxford interview, the #1 thing to practice, beyond obviously knowing your subject and knowing your personal statement, is just being able to have a conversation about your subject in a formal way, but not in a kind of rigid, really stressed way, but just kind of in a conversational way where you come across as someone who's knowledgeable, but also someone who's interested and someone who is interesting with regards to your subject. Someone who can talk about it, someone who can voice their opinions and thoughts, and someone who can show a logical thought process, and this is a really important one. The way I personally practiced this for my medicine interview was I just practiced explaining bits of my biology A-level syllabus out to my teacher out loud in a nice logical order of steps. And yeah, I think this is really the key to doing well. And if you guys have an Oxbridge interview in any subject, fill out the Google form below, and we will try and find you a current Cambridge student who is studying the subject that you're applying to give you a mock interview and a written feedback form afterwards. All of this will be communicated in the email, just fill out the form below. Thank you for watching, and please make sure you're subscribed.